their comfort. So right now I'm gonna give it over to Gideon as well as Naisu to cast this game. So good luck, guys.
If level 1 doesn't go well, it's over, and we might just see first blood achieved.
Okay, so it didn't go well, Gideon.
It's bad, but at least Belric's alive.
Belric's alive, but Mumu going down. That is an aggressive start for VSG to just go ahead and set up on that top side, get a kill, but that also allows JM a little bit of advantage now. You saw he used the Petrify for that. Boro burnt the Flicker, but hey, that's all value for VSG in the early minute.
I totally agree, and I think that Boro probably should have given the kill over to Lord JM, but hey, as long as somebody takes it, and this is the beauty of the early stages of the game meta right now, right? You can make your supports do some wild things.
Whoa, already focusing up here on that mid lane. Poro is in the jungle! Goodbye, CXora!
Yep, it's so free for VSG. Like, VSG can do whatever they want at this stage until level 4 start to come around for the Mongols, and whatever early game advantage they had with the Yuzong ended as soon as he died.
Man. Okay, Boro. Gonna go ahead and just poke him down a little bit, but this is, one of the things, even looking at the emblems here.
Oh, no Master Assassin.
Yeah, no Master Assassin. Just early aggression from VSG sets them up to an advantage that they can go ahead and balloon to the first objective that turtle for. Now, this is one of the things, though, too. This lineup from Mongols, and this is why I was leaning towards them, was, it scales up, like you mentioned, especially if they can manage to get the late game. But I guess, statistically today, we haven't seen too many late games. Yeah. We'll see if that changes in our 5th match of the day. The turtle will be up here shortly, but as they drastically try to get these level 4s available for them to actually fight into VSG, that's one of the big things here. And this could be troublesome. If they lose this first objective, this turtle, they're just going to take this one further. VSG starting it up.
They've already let the final blow right into the middle of the fight. Martizi already securing at least one. RW1 to try and slow down the fight, but it's too late. Managing to get out just in time, and Dixon in trouble. Should have died to this. Manages to get away with a sliver of HP.
Great usage there for VSG to use those battle spells that they needed, secure the objective, and get on out. The ZXR will go ahead and take that opportunity to steal a camp here from Martizi. He's going to be working on. He does hit that level 5. He's dealt with the pressure and was delayed a little bit, but the best thing for the Mongols here, man, is just to go ahead and set things up before the next turtle. They have plenty of time to get there. They just need to kind of put a Band-Aid on the wound of the early game, really.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I feel like Mongols are coming to a point. I feel like they should have just given up that turtle. In all honesty, it should have been gone. Oh, God, Mumu in trouble. Gonna get hit by the way of the dragon, like the final blow. And Ox is just like, hey, enjoy the death stream. Just get back down to the mid lane.
Oh, man, this is one of the things why we were wondering, with the Belric pick specifically. He's not level 4 just yet. They're going to try to make a play.
No, he gets counted instantaneously. The interception from Boro, and Martizi is just a little too good, and that heavy spin puts the final nail in the coffin.
Oh, man, that's one of the things that I was just going to say about the Belric. You need that level 4, you need that Wrath of the Dryad ultimate. You really can't do too much before that. You might get this little bit of a taunt with his kit, but you just fall further and further behind now. Look at this Blade already picked up for JM. If his damage wasn't enough early on, now at this point, that's an early power spike for a Benedetta. And that's why it was picked up in the XP lane. Some of those more tankier picks we're used to seeing in the XP lane now, we see teams and players specifically lean towards some damage dealers in that XP. So with a Benedetta, it just makes things worse for team fights for the Mongols.
Not to mention that this one item power spike is off of 3 deaths, right?
Yeah.
4 deaths, 2 coming from Mumu, another 2 coming from Zixora. It's just been a very tough time for Zixora to actually try and secure these neutral objectives. I really don't think he should be here, but let's see how this plays out as the heavy spin comes through. Zixora's out with the traces, Boro gets a good kick, and now Zixora finally gets the first steal of the game as JM takes Miyaki, and now they go for the back line. K takes one back, but it's not over yet. The electro final blow finally comes on up to secure one more. Martizi hits the dust.
Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, it was a valiant effort. Mumu's still here, though.
They gotta stop.
Be careful.
They gotta stop. Why?
Oh, man, and more!
They really got it. At some point, you would imagine that when you're touching a hot kettle, you walk away because of the burn, but it seems like this team, they're feeling that heat, and they're saying, you know what, just the pinky. That's all I want. Other 4 fingers, we're gonna walk out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna walk out of here. At that point, I was thinking it wasn't gonna be too bad, but then the Mongols got a couple more down. They also used a whole lot of battle spells, man, for that. So, even if they convert a kill, oh, hold on. JM. Ox is here now.
I don't see the dive angle just yet. You do see a response coming up from Martiz, but the Wrath of Dryads gonna lock down Zixora! Dodges with the traces just in time, and now Mumu finally getting Ox finally getting some revenge.
Yep, that was clean. Good micro there from ZXora. I thought he was gonna go down. Good usage of the ultimate there from Ox. Feeling, I didn't think he'd actually be able to make something happen without the flicker, but then JM just came back for the fight. Ends up going down, so that is a sliver that Mongols needed to start the steps in the right direction to turn this game completely over, but okay. Oh no. Alright, he's got the Valkyrie. Ox is here now, but no ultimate. So there's no fight that they're going to be looking for. They just want to set up 20 seconds from this turtle to come up.
And I like the way that VSG is playing right now. They understand we don't necessarily have to get the kills.
Yeah.
We just need to make sure we get your resources out. Because when we come to the turtle, so far Mongols have continuously said, yes, we will contest you, even at a disadvantage. And that's perfect, because now VSG can really fine-tune the planning to intercept them or get the battle spells early.
Yeah, this might be what they're going for. Again, Boro could go for a pick before the fight even breaks out. Turtle is up now. Jigsaw are going to go ahead and grab down this bottom camp, but it's just going to be over to VSG, man. Not even giving the Mongols a chance to contest that last turtle, but they want to fight.
Wrath of Dryads is out to slow them down, and unfortunately, Lord JM might be the first. He gets out with the eye for an eye, and now 2 locked down with the heavy spin, gets out with RWM. Now chunking them through. K explodes under the damage of the Lord JM, but the Gush is going to make sure one more comes down. Martese gone. The rest of VSG looking to turn this fight around. The Mongols losing 4 members for a single jungler. Zixora gets out in the nick of time.
4 down for the Mongols, a tier 1 turret in the mid. VSG just got everything that they wanted and more. The rest of the team is going to come up here, but man, VSG is controlling the map. Talk about JM, the way he maneuvered around that, stayed alive, came back, got a kill, and allowed his team to fight. Oh, Mongols, they're angry. They want to fight.
Dixon's in trouble. He's got no more mobility left. If he gets hit by any CC, he's in trouble. But luckily, he's got the rest of his team to actually go for the peel. We don't see any counter flickers on the opposite side. It's just not worth it for one man.
Yeah, this is very disciplined of VSG, the way they've been playing this game in comparison to what we saw in their first match of the day here in day 1 of the wild card. So it's Mongols still, it's nothing drastic. Like when you're looking at in terms of gold, can they get back in this game? Surely they can. And it starts with setting things up into this first Lord once it comes up in about 40 seconds. If they can knock down maybe another turret, get some space to work with, and get in position that they need to fight for the objective. That's one of the main things, though. We haven't seen a big objective setup from the Mongols.
Uh-oh. The try. RWM here. Dixon now in trouble as Mumu finally gets on top of him, and now with the shot, Ashura has already cut him down. He's found one, and now they back away from this. 16 seconds left on the clock, and unfortunately, losing a jungler here is bad. Petrify comes through with the Electro final blow. His jam gets one more, and Mumu is a trade. K looking to get Carvey, takes a BMI backwards, jumps for the fall of the Valkyries, and now Moro, he's trying to get him out of here, but he's not sure how else he can do it. Third hit of the G Kundo, blocks just enough, and Carvey manages to get out.
If only there was enough range from Makey on that Mystic projectile to get the stun out, maybe they could have gone and gotten a kill, then rotated to this Lord, but meanwhile, VSG will be able to go ahead and get this reset going. JM put enough pressure on this bottom side, which opens things up for VSG and the rest of the squad to secure this Lord. The Mongols now at the 9-minute mark are not ready to really fight for an objective. So Lord secured here for VSG. Let's see if they can hold things off here. They've really got to stop this pressure, this push from VSG. Now, okay, going for JM.
You can try, but honestly, it's never going to be easy for any EXP laner to win a 1v1, especially when there's the extra help of the minions for that spell vamp. Either ways, now we still have that Lord actually coming through, and Carvey, now completing the Trinity build on his side, is in a very powerful position.
Okay, he's going to get closed down. Okay, he's got to burn the flicker, so that's out.
What? Why do you need to...
I guess he just, you know, he saw the threat of JM there. He doesn't have that now, so I'm worried on this pace defense. Oh, well, Boro.
Oh, he finds a great kick as the RWM comes through. We do see that Mumu is in the back trying to make sure that Dixon can actually play the game, but the RWM's done its job. Boro gets on out of there, and now they take 2 for nothing, and the Lord is here to crack open the Holy Shieldings.
Man, what was he called? The Panzer? The Panzer of VSG? He's doing it in this game. The 3-0-9 right now in this Cho. This is a hero that you don't see work too often for certain teams. You know, you really have to be precise on this, and so far, it started off from the early seconds of the game, man. The early pickoff against Mumu has essentially made Mumu just sort of this vision in the sky. He hasn't been able to do too much other than provide that, and it all started off from the beginning with Boro scaling now up, and the rest of the team for VSG has gotten what they've needed. So a shield goes down in mid, they hold on to the top and bottom, but it's looking a little grim already for Mongols to even get close to contesting into the next Lord. They might be in the situation, Gideon, where they're just like, you know what? We've got to defend in the base. Is their composition good for that? I mean, maybe the Gord, he can clear some waves.
I think... Oh, it's tough to say. I think they're almost guaranteed to at least lose one inhibitor just because they have access to the RWM. But the secondary problem is going to be that heavy spin. No matter how bad a situation is going to get, Martese can just say, nope, I don't want it. I don't want this to happen now. Nah, not today.
Like every jungler in your RGs. Nah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, every 5-year-old who doesn't want to eat baby food is like, nah, I'm good. I don't want this applesauce anymore. But so far, if you look at the overall progress, right? Down by 500, you can tell, jungler, 3 items done. 3 items done on either side, yet it still feels that Martese is in full control.
Oh man, Black Dragon form used up. 20 seconds for this Lord, resulting into nothing. So, I don't know, man. Mongols might just give it up, trying to make a play somewhere else, but you see JM is controlling that top side of the map. Ox will take some shots here, trying to just kind of scout things out, but there's a fight up top.
It's not going to look very good here. K actually has the advantage here with the endless battle, but now that Marchese has come into play, that's a heavy spin. That was the big ult we were talking about.
Yeah.
Now it's just the RWM.
They just have the real world manipulation to go through, but also things can be either delayed or started up with Boro, as we've seen throughout this game. Holding on to that ultimate, that way of the dragon. Carvey has had a hell of a time too, man. I like to call this the gold lane experience. He's had it on the Claude. He's been doing his thing. He's got the Trinity exactly when he needed. He's ready to fight if he wants to. And now Boro picks up an immortality.
Oh, he flickers forward with the Raptor tries, catches, Dixon forces the flicker out. Ox out of there. RWM finally comes through. Do they find the trade? And it might be blazing duet from Carvey into the backline. Takes out one as JM tries his best. Flicker from K to get on top of Makey. Surviving with just a sliver of HP. But Carvey with the Festival of Blood holds down the line. A 2 for 3 trade. Xora gets the double.
What just happened to VSG, man? I mean, I thought they were going to go for that fight, go for the Lord, but instead, it's the Mongols. Even down as much as they were, they still show some fight in them. And that just was not a clean fight that they wanted to take, but Makey picking up Divine Glaive now. We saw the preview of how much damage a Mystic Gush can pump out. He even flickered to try to capitalize on the kill, but still, it's something to be said that the Mongols stay in this game, stay competitive. Now, the rest of the team's going to be up here. You have to start to take note of the battle spells that were used out in each one of these fights. Lord coming up, they're trying to put some pressure up on that tier 2 top side of VSG's turret. Carvey's gonna have to deal with this, but the Mongols have actually, off of that fight, put themselves in a position to contest. They just can't get set up here. Makey,
oh, no! The Petrify, it doesn't actually connect on the Makey! This might be the game changer here as they're trying to get out of here. Lord JM tries, and is still going to recuperate, but that's shut down! How did that Petrify not connect?
Hey, man. The Gord knew, Makey knew where to be, what to happen. They used the conceal to initiate and counter punch VSG. They're gonna have to fight for this Lord though. Whoa. Okay, he gets brought down to a quarter of the health. Lord's gonna go for a reset.
Oh no, okay, he's gonna get pinned down as Carvey's going for the backline, the RWM as well. Oh my god, he's gone! But he manages to take down Makey, which is extremely important, but there's no Mystic Gutch. K, next to fall here. Good response from VSG. VSG, so good at managing the shape of their fights.
Oh man, I'm so surprised Carvey survived there too. He picks up a winner crown. They brought themselves. Whoa, Xora!
Yep, he scaled 100 to 0. Carvey. I mean, I guess we gotta look back on who we're deciding on the MVP is gonna be, because goodness, I can't tell.
So that was Xora saying yes, he would like that applesauce.
Ah, thank you. Sorry, one applesauce for me, sir, please. Extra mash, thank you very much.
And Carvey picked up the winner crown, by the way, but I don't think he was expecting to get blown up like that.
Well, to be fair, he didn't have his he didn't have his Purify, so he got stunned, and now Lord Jam attempting round number 2 this time, making sure that the Petrify connects as they take down Xora, shutting him down, and now the counterattack coming in from the side of the Mongols. They try their best. The Wrath of Dryads is only so good for so long. As 2 are down, we see the Mongols are desperately chasing Lord, flickering forward, taking him down, shut down for K.
Man, maybe now they're gonna go and secure this Lord. They've gone from fight after fight after fight, and the Mongols get themselves an advantage to work with. They have pretty much dissipated that, 3,000, 4,000 gold lead that VSG had minutes ago. That's great work from the Mongols, and now still, they don't want to put too much pressure on the Lord just yet. JM is still a threat on this Benedetta, whether he's pushing on offside of the map or he's trying to find an off angle to enter these fights. But they've definitely given themselves this opportunity now to either choose, do we push, do we put pressure against VSG on the off end of the map? Do we actually fight for the objective? It seems the better thing has been just to go ahead and go for fights. It seems like that chaos style of gameplay right now the Mongols showed in MCT East Asia is working for them here, at least in this matchup against VSG.
I think right now, the game is about desperation. Whoever's more desperate is going to lose this, and VSG just need to stay calm. As much as Mongols have now truly enough damage to win these fights, if they can just wombo combo together, I think that VSG, Carvey has been showing some really good blazing duets. Yeah. He just needs to walk alongside Lord JM. Their interception, their initiation, if they can get that down, I think this game is done.
All right, there's a long wave up top pushing here. We'll see what VSG does. That's why this time is being dragged out for this Lord too. It should be able to manage. Oh no, Jam. Half health on this. Ox is up on the front side. Down Shocker up there available. Ox holding it down as long as he can here. Oh, he drops the Wrath of Dryad.
Heavy spin already coming through. Black Dragon Form just trying to disrupt, trying his absolute best, but now the backline getting attack as K takes out JM. He's gonna give his life up to Carvey, but somebody needs to get this turtle. It's like, get Lord. They secure it, and Xora is out. Man, that was really messy, but really difficult to tell who truly was actually getting an advantage. Both sides, you could tell. They both wanted the Lord, and then they both decided to fight, and then they realized, you know what, let's go back to the Lord. Wait, hold on, maybe we go back to the... Wait, hold on.
Here we go. You know, it's like one of those moments where it's like... But I will say, amidst the chaos, where I feel like the Mongols really thrive... Oh, Dixon?
Does he have traces? No! Oh, he flickers forward for it, and he gets him. That's going to be another hit onto Dixon. Man, the death timer's getting long.
Yes, sir, and that's a tier 1 falling down mid. Tier 2 is most likely going to be next year for VSG. Desperately trying to hold on to these base turrets. They've controlled the pace of this game. We've entered the longest game so far for MSC Wildcard Day 1. approaching that 18-minute mark, but they've got a Lord coming up top. They're ready to knock down on some of these base turrets of VSG. But it's, again, the Mongols thriving on this chaos that they like to bring to the table. Mystic Gust just kind of thrown out there, just saying, hey, I am a threat. He'll have it back up here in a bit, but the Lord is going to go ahead and punch into this turret. Oh, flicker!
Rather Dryad's already coming in through, and they get Carvey off of it! Martese tried his best, but unfortunately, the forced auto attacks lost his life. They break open, and now Lord JM looking to save the day, already forcing out the winter crown for Mickey. His Momo's the next to fall. Flicker in coming in from K to put Lord JM back in his place. Exposed Crystal, no minions, and Dixon and Martese are the only ones to defend.
I can't believe Makey survived that. Great usage of the winter crown, then a little bit of a stun from the projectile, but man, K came in clutch to get there on time to actually keep them alive. So I'd say given everything in this game so far for the Mongols, I think they're happy with that. It's been messy, but like I said, it's worked for them throughout the qualifiers. Now in this matchup, they took out a base turret. They nearly got the bottom one. This is where they want to be. This is, I feel like, where the Mongols thrive the most in competition.
They've already downloaded the information that they need, and now VSG just can't do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Without their advantage, these picks become less valuable. Now that we're in the later stages of the game and a missing inhibitor on that top side, luckily the Lord is spawning on that side.
Brother, you have to remember too, if our viewers out there missed the initial set into the game, Mumu got ganked. He died early on, and that's usually when teammates are like, all right, GG. they type GG right away.
That would have been me.
Yeah, he has it. Mumu has now been able to provide enough value throughout this late portion of the game with his Black Dragon form, with the Petrify. He's essentially caught up in terms of itemization. So he's in a good position now, too, and the Mongols has just been playing around that. So I think, you talk about how the Mongols have downloaded that style. VSG has to respond. Are they trying something new here on the bottom?
Yep, they went for the conceal straight into the way of the drag. Oh, okay. Everybody's looking to get out of there. And Boro's like, it's okay, brother. It is my time.
Yep.
It's my time to go.
Oh, man. Meanwhile, Mumu doing his thing.
Why?
Just being a distraction. I think he's just being a distraction. It'd be nice if he had that, if they decided to take the Lord, but you know what? He's still got the Petrify.
I don't know. I feel like right now, everybody's a little jumpy, Everybody's like pressing their buttons preemptively.
Yeah.
I think that Makey has to be the most patient. He needs to target down Martese until that heavy spin is gone. Once that heavy spin is gone, you start switching your targets.
Oh, man, it looks like VSG's not even going to contest this. They just want to go ahead and just turtle up into the base on the defense. They know they have a composition that should favor them in terms of base defense. They can fight around utilizing the real world manipulation. They've gotten like a final blow and a blazing duet, so they have everything they pretty much need to survive this next base push. The question is, will the Mongols even let them get that opportunity? Because, again, it's been a course of just throw everything at them, see what sets VSG off their game plan, and then kind of thrive from there. So Lord, and this is a tough one. This is an evolved Lord. It's going to be making its way up top there. We'll see how the Mongols play this around. They're going to go ahead and try to even out these waves a bit, push down that bottom, get the turrets at least opened up of VSG's base. So we could potentially still see a successful defense from VSG off of this. It's a matter of if the Mongols really lets them. And Immortality's going to come into play for JM. He's got to kind of be a distraction in his own right, but also has enough damage here. Oh, man, JM. There's the Lord. They got to work on this, holding on to these turrets. Mumu's sitting up there up top. That top brush. Lord will be worked on, but the turrets are going to fall here in the mid. Seal gonna be used. Mumu trying to make a move.
Oh, he actually petrifies Martese here, but where is the Mystic Gust? Where is the full combination? And now the response from VSG, RWM, Electro Final Blow is out. This is an opportunity here. Makey still has his ult. It's just Carvey. When is he going to unleash his ult? When is he going to get into this fight? He can't seem to get the angle down. They're focusing all on that wave clear, and finally they find one into Mumu.
Oh, VSG is going to be able to successfully defend, though. I'm not sure if that was the cleanest way to approach the base push with that Evolved Lord, but maybe for the Mongols, they got the base turrets down. They're happy with that for now. They sit on this lead in terms of map presence that they have, but VSG held strong. They kept it together, and they'll keep themselves into this game.
I think that this game is really showing that the meta punishes your mistakes. That's why a lot of the players are so antsy, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to be the person that causes this team to go bad, especially with the lead that VSG initially had. I think this is going to be a crushing loss if they don't take it back. The Mongols, it's a different story. Yes, it's a bit of a feels bad in the early game, but there are things to learn from it and maybe adjust in their composition.
Yeah, right now VSG just trying to get some space back again. The Lord's going to be up here in a couple seconds, so this is probably... Oh, no, hold up. J-up.
Okay. The Valkyries are already out. Electro Final Blow is close, but now he kicks him back into the Electro Final Blow, but the Wrath of Dryad takes up the second half. Missing Dutch comes through, and this is the fight that they were looking for. K alive! Dixon dead! Boro and Martese try to disengage, but it's just not enough with the Black Dragon form to chase them down to oblivion. That should be the game.
Oh, man. I'm not sure what the call there was to start a fight. Maybe they saw an opportunity, but this is the Mongols in the base.
Unbelievable. An unbelievable turnaround game. VSG had everything, and now the Mystic Projectile and the Gush is out. Burrow is down, and that's finally the first win for the Mongols, turning the score 1-1.